This is called Ajo Blanco. So in here I've got my chilled soup. This is made from crushed Marcona almonds, which is soaked. And then we've got bread in there, we've got little grapes, we've got a touch of sherry vinegar. Basically that's blended up, some really great olive oil inside that, and you end up with this delicious white soup with that hint of sherry vinegar in the background. What I'm serving it with, often it's served with grapes and melon, so I'm going melon. This is Chianti melon, some lovely little nasturtium leaves, and of course I'm going with crab. So this is fresh white crab meat, picked, absolutely delicious, and here is my nasturtium oil. So what you want to do, first of all, I'm just going to take a little bit of rapeseed oil, optional, up to you, and a tiny bit of molten salt, just on there. I just want to season that up. You might think it's sweet salt really, but honestly this is lovely. So give that a little dress. Then I'm going to grab my bowl. So I've just got my bowl, spin in the freezer. So let's put that on there. And then let's get my pieces of melon. I might not use all of these, but I'm just going to start kind of using my fingers to build up that melon in the centre of the bowl. And again, creating height here, really, really important. Eat with your eyes. You don't need tons and tons of ingredients. You just need to make the most of those few tasty ingredients which are on the plate. So let's go, nice bit of melon in there, like so. Little rinse of pans. And then what I'm going to do, take my spoon, and then look, crab meat, beautiful white crab meat. Just going to put a nice dollop of that on the top, and I'm going to take a bit more. I'm just going to kind of build it up as much as I dare. I'm going to present that little piece of claw meat on the top as well. There we go, that's my crab. Then take your Ajo Blanco. You see that lovely and rich, but no cream in there of course, that is just where it's been blitzed. Real high power with those almonds and that oil. Then what we'll do, get some of our nasturtium oil, lovely peppery oil. Quite a bit in there. This flavour works really, really well with those almonds and crab. So that's all my oil gone in. And then finally, let's just get a few of those nasturtium leaves and just place them beside their little, almost like little lily pads. A few more in there. And there we go. That is my first course, super, super fresh. Still making the most of summer. Chilled Ajo Blanco with fresh white crab.
We have a beautiful oxtail and chicken mousse ravioli. To accompany that, we have a red wine and oxtail sauce. In this container here, we just have some celeriac fondant and some lovely wild mushrooms. So we've got chanterelles and black trompettes. And just back here, we have our buttered spinach. So to start with, we're going to take our ravioli, just using the backboard. We're going to pop it into our simmering water for about 10 minutes. While that's cooking, we're going to get, with the lid on, the celeriac and wild mushrooms, and then we'll be back to plate up. So to plate up the main course, we're just going to grab out our wild mushrooms and celeriac fondants. We're just going to put them there as well. Just going to take the lids off the spinach and the fondants. So to start with, we're going to get our ravioli that's been simmering away now in our pan. And we've just got, the pan I'm putting it into just has a little emulsion in there. So in there's a little bit of butter, a little bit of water. And that's just going to help glaze that ravioli. So again, we'll leave it there, and we're just going to add a touch of seasoning on the top, like so. So to start plating, we're going to get the spinach, and we're going to place it in the centre of our heated serving plate. I'm just going to make a little bed for that ravioli to sit on. I'm going to get some of these fondants from this tub here. We've got 3 of them, so we're going to place them around. Then in that little gap, we're going to add the wild mushrooms. So like I said, we've got some lovely yellow chanterelles, some black trompettes in there as well, which just adds a nice earthiness that helps ties the dish together with that oxtail. Like so. Let's get the last few in there. Get rid of our 2 containers. Then just before we put the ravioli on, we're just going to get some of that emulsion. Just going to get our spoon, we're just going to lift it up over just to coat it like that. almost basting it. Then we're going to put our spoon down. We're just going to get a fish slice. Gently scoot up underneath, so it will be warm. Take off any of that excess emulsion and just place that in the centre on top of the spinach. Now to finish the dish, go with the spoon and our lovely oxtail sauce. And if the ravioli falls off like that, don't worry. Just gently pick it back up and place it in the centre. Even happens to us here in the UB Chef kitchen. Then just gently sauce in and around. And if you have any excess sauce, you can put it in a serving jug and take it to the table and serve with you. And then that finishes off our meat main course of the oxtail and chicken ravioli, celeriac fondants and wild mushrooms.
So next dessert for you, this is a carpaccio of peaches. Under here, see that lovely little thinly sliced white peaches, all under there ready to go. We've got some raspberries to garnish it with, and then we've got a little bit of white chocolate Aero, which is still in the freezer. A little bit of raspberry gel in here. Just going to cut the edge off the piping bag very, very carefully just before we go. That's all ready to pipe. Remember, the piping bags, of course, are compostable, so they can go in your food waste. And then we've got a little lemon verbena syrup just here, and some crystallised lemon verbena leaves. This is one of my favourite ingredients at the moment. This is courtesy of James, who's just behind the camera. So we have got lemon verbena coming from a couple of sources at the moment, but this week this is James's, so he's very happy about that. So anyway, let's get plating up here. What we're going to do, get the paper, and you can see this is the bottom of the carpaccio, because you can see the circle that we put down first is in the centre there, and then we work the way around. So what we're going to do, turn that over like so, put that onto your dish, and then I'm just going to pull the paper off the top like so. Then let's get some of our lovely aromatic lemon verbena syrup, get a good amount of that on there. And then just with the back of the spoon, work that into the carpaccio. And this is like next level flavours going on in here. That lovely little sweet syrup mixing with the peach. So that's all on. Then we're going to get our raspberries. Look at those beautiful big raspberries. Just going to place those all around the dish, like so. Then let's get our raspberry gel. So get that piped. You just want some nice, smooth piped little piles on there. So what it is just different textures, different flavour profiles going on. So that's all on. Then I'm just going to spread a little bit of my verbena out. I'm going to get some of those leaves just resting in there, and again this is flavour, but this is also that crunch going on, remembering all that texture. Putting a little bit of verbena on top of each of the little piles of gel. And then last things, let's get our Aero, keep it in the freezer until the last possible second. It's lighter than anything, so then look at those cubes of Aero. Like so. A few more little pieces and we'll all be ready to go. There it is. Super simple dessert, but banging flavour. Carpaccio peaches, white chocolate Aero, raspberries two ways, and lemon verbena. Hope you enjoy it.